Hi guys, I thought I would do an eat with me video and tell you guys about a food hack that I saw on TikTok. I've already done this once before and I did a TikTok video, but I never put it on YouTube, I don't think. I don't remember putting it on YouTube. I just had the notion to put it on YouTube. So, if you guys have Longhorn in your area, there's this meal they have and it's Parmesan chicken, and you get a side, and then of course if you go eat in, you get bread and a drink. And I think I spend like $20 when we do that, just on myself. And I saw this hack on TikTok where you order a kid's meal, you get the grilled chicken tenders with the Parmesan crust, and then a side, you pick your side. You get a drink, and you get a loaf of bread like they bring to the table when you eat there, like to go. And so, I want to show you guys what it costs. So the parm crust does cost extra. Last time they told me it cost extra, but they didn't charge me. So it was $9. But I did give them a tip on the to-go. I usually don't, but I did because they're nice enough to do it. So it was $11.64 this time. Like I said, last time it was $9 even. But you do get a full loaf of bread. It's warm too. It's warm. It's fresh baked honey wheat. They gave me a straw for my drink. Alright. Butter for your bread. Really hope there's a fork in here because I'm not seeing one at all. I have forks in my glove box. Okay. The last time I got this kid's meal, there was less chicken than this. This time it looks like the full amount. That's weird. But it looks like this. It's 4 chicken tenders, like, you know, bare tenderloins, and mashed potatoes with butter. And I want to say these are garlic mashed potatoes, but look at the parm crust, you guys. It is so good. I do have to find a fork, so bear with me. I know I saw some in here the other day, because if I get silverware at places, we hoard them. Glad I didn't need it. I clicked the box on the Longhorn app that said silverware, but they didn't listen, but that's okay. I won't leave a tip next time on it to go. I never ever do anyway. Simply because they're not waiters or waitresses that get paid a couple dollars an hour, you know. But y'all, this is so good. Like, the crust is so cheesy. It's delicious. But what you do, you go to Longhorn and do order online. Go to the kids meal section, choose the grilled tender meal. It says 12 and under, but they'll let you order it online. They don't care. I've never tried to order it dining in. I always just get the adult meal. I will tell you, it's the same size as the adult meal. Same amount of chicken. Now inside, when you eat the adult meal, they do give you a choice. I think it's 9 or 12 ounces. Like, you pick between those two. This to me is like the 9-ounce portion probably, and that's what I always order. But I believe on their regular menu, on the adult portion, it's $15.99. And the kids is $9, plus the parm crust. Like I said, last time they said they charged me extra for the parm crust, and they didn't. So you go on there, get the grilled tender kids meal, choose your side, choose your drink. In the additional instructions, you're going to write, please add parm crust. And you're probably going to want to put extra charges, okay? Regardless, this is cheaper than the adult meal, and it's the same portion. And this is the best freaking food that I've ever had in my life. Chicken's healthy. I got mashed potatoes, but in the past I've gotten Brussels sprouts. Their Brussels sprouts are 10 out of 10, out of this world. They have broccoli. You can get a sweet potato. You can get a side of grapes. Like, the kids meal has a ton of options for sides. There are 3 or 4 sides that have an upcharge because they're premium. But nowadays, you can't eat for cheap anywhere you go. This was $11.46 or $64 or whatever. If people go to Wendy's or McDonald's, they spend that much. Why wouldn't you get homemade potatoes and chicken instead? I'm 4'11" and I cannot eat that much at one time. And I doubt if I even finish this right now, but I can go to Chipotle and get a kid's meal, and it's $5.55 for their build your own. And y'all, it fills me up. Why in the heck are people buying adult food? I don't know. Maybe if you're taller than me and your stomach's bigger, you do. But kids' meals have always filled me up. This is the size of the drink. It's plenty. That's the unsweet tea. But they have so many drink options too. They have like homemade lemonade, all kinds of good stuff. I almost got lemonade and then I was like, I don't want the sugar. I did put sugar in my coffee this morning in honor of my mom. Today's her birthday. It's August 12th, 2024. She passed away April of 2021. It was April 19th, 2021. She was 60. Hadn't yet turned 61. She would have been 64 today. And my brother texted me first thing this morning, and I was like, dang, I was about to text you and put a Facebook post, because, you know, my mom got the, you know, those things that stick you in your arms in 2021. So you can deduce which one she got, and 19 days later, she was gone. Draw your own conclusions. The woman was healthy. All her life, she was thin. She was a healthy weight. She had no health issues whatsoever. Not one. Never has. Other than going through menopause, which we all do that. And she was about my age when that happened, you know. She went through it early. Her and my grandma both. Her mom. And they both had a very rough time with it, just like I am. But, yeah. She took the thing on March 31st. And she died on April 19th. From a massive blood clot. / heart attack. They don't know. They didn't investigate it. And my dad, they've been divorced since I was 9 years old, but my dad is suing the PF word, the company that makes that she got. There's a class action lawsuit that was approved in Kentucky for those types of injuries. And he's entering that. I have all her medical records and stuff that I have to send him. I just haven't had time, but I'm not gonna do the footwork for it, you know. I don't have time, but he is retired and he does have the time. So that's that. It's a sad day today. It would have been her 64th birthday. She was a teacher. She was not yet retired. She didn't want to retire. She would have worked till she was 100. I'm sure she was a hard worker. Loved her kids that she taught. At her funeral, they were all there. Every kid she taught for the past however many years came. It was crazy. And it was sad, you know. It's been 3.5 years since she passed away, and it still doesn't seem real. If you guys have ever lost anyone, then you know, like, it just never ever goes away. You never heal. fully. And the only solace I have is that I will see her again someday, you know. For a long time, I read about near-death experiences and people seeing their loved ones, you know. And that's why I just needed that comfort. I know what my beliefs are, but like, as a person, especially someone with anxiety, you need that reassurance a lot. I know I do. I need it from everyone all the time. My partner. Sometimes I need it from my child, you know, that she doesn't hate me for telling her no sometimes, or being a tough parent, you know. She's a good kid. But, you know, teenagers will be teenagers, and you don't know what they're thinking. They say they hate you. And we've all said that to our parents at one point or another, or felt it if we didn't say it. And me as a 43-year-old, I look back now that my mom's gone, and I think, all the things I did to torture her. Me and my brother, we were crazy kids, y'all. We were not bad, we were just mischievous. Like, we were like, let's do this and see what happens type of kids, you know. And he and I were best friends. And, you know, you grow up and life happens and you don't have time to be besties anymore. But I love my brother too. But the things we put my mom through, and I think about things I've said to her. When I was 16, I called her the B word, y'all. Because she was going through menopause, so she was being a B word. And, you know, we had tiffs like that. But as I grew up, got older, had my own kids and life, you know, we, of course, were, friends, best friends. And she understood. She was like the most understanding woman on earth. And I always had the best advice for stuff. Like last week, the last couple weeks, when my relationship was in turmoil, I would have given anything just to call her. And at one point, one of the days, I did say, Mom, if you can hear me, just send me advice, you know? Be there for me. Because I don't know what the rules are. I know biblically, there is the concept of purgatory. The Bible doesn't call it that. But the dead cannot hear or see the living. But I do think, you know, God loves us and he allows that. Sometimes I've had dreams about her that were so real. Dreams about my dead dog. He died in May of this year. I think God allows that sometimes, you know. I don't know. I don't have answers. I have faith. And I have hope, you know. That that God gave me my mother on this earth and he'll give her back to me when I'm gone, you know. And that's a comforting feeling, you know, even though death is scary, for a lot of people. It is for me. I fear it. My mom went through the scariest thing ever, which was dying. And you know, y'all, it's so funny. It's not funny, but that woman went to work the morning she passed, and at lunch was like, I'm not feeling so well. I think I'm gonna go home and lay down and take the rest of the day off. And that was at 11. That was on our lunch break. Her co-workers, the other teachers and stuff, they saw that she was like sweating profusely. Somebody's at my door. Or it's my garden flag, y'all, because that thing waves and it sets the ring off all the time. Oh, that must be the mailman. So her coworkers were like, Pam, you're sweating and your whole leg is purple. Like, you need to go to the hospital. And she was like, no, I'm good. But no one called an ambulance. Nobody called 911. Nobody insisted, you're going to stay here. We're going to call an ambulance. Not that if it was they could have saved her, because they couldn't. And I don't hold resentment for that. But they didn't even try. Like, none of them even tried. And then she went home, and her husband, which is not my dad, obviously, because I said they got a divorce. They'd been together 20 years. She laid down. I was like, I don't feel well. She laid down. This is his story now. We don't know. Because my cousin is a police officer, and he was the police officer on the scene when it happened, when he went to the house. And her husband said he heard her fall out of bed and was like, oh my God, you know, da-da-da, and called 911. My cousin found her in the bed, though. She wasn't on the floor. And so that's quite suspicious, right? Because she was in the bed, not in the floor. Sorry, this is a batch I could probably take. That's a tad asinine there. I don't think I'm gonna take that. I'm getting full, y'all, but I'm 30 minutes from my house, and I don't want to take this food. I don't want to throw it away, but I don't want to take it home because it'll just sit in the car while I'm full. But anyway, died in her bed on her lunch break. I mean, she worked until the day she died. Never got to retire. Never got to chill. She's somebody that worked since she was a teenager and died working. And that's what most people have to do. Especially now. Things cost so much money nowadays. I know that no matter what day it is, I'm working on something, whether it's like delivery, my business at home, reselling, schoolwork, because I'm still in college. I'm in my 3rd year of theology school, and it is tough. I'm failing miserably at this class I'm in right now because I've had a struggle the last 2 weeks. But if you look at it one way, and that is that we all die at some point and none of this matters, you don't get too worked up about it. I wish I had somebody to split this with because I'm done. I didn't even touch the bread. I don't want it. I'll save it, I guess. Maybe my daughter will want to go home soon. She's at her friend's. I'm just waiting on her to text me and say, I'm ready to go home. And maybe that will be soonish, so that I can take this and put it in the fridge. I'm not one of those people who worries too much about food spoiling, because food does not spoil as fast as you think it does. I've eaten some questionable stuff in my life and never had food poisoning. Actually, I had food poisoning one time ever, and it was at Cracker Barrel. It was one of their hamburgers. I had hamburgers and fries. It was like 1999 or 2000. That's the last time I had food poisoning, and the only time that I can remember ever having it. It wasn't fun. But it wasn't because I left food sitting out and ate it, because I've done that 1,000 times, y'all. But anyway, that is my lunch hack there. If you guys have Longhorn, it's delicious. I don't know how they do their crust. If anybody on here has ever worked at Longhorn, or you work there now, and you know the secret, tell me. I would almost pay for it. I looked online at copycat recipes for it, and none of them are identical to that, what I just ate. So I have no idea how they do it. But Chipotle kids meal, huge portion of food. Let's just sit here and think and go down the list if you guys have time. B-dubs. What is going on with my camera? Did y'all's camera go off for no reason? Sometimes I'm like, is it a ghost? Because it goes off all the time. Like right now I don't see anything but my flag waving. So I mean, I think that's what it is. Crap, Walmart's busy and it was turned off because I let the timer run out. I don't feel like working today, y'all, at all. Like, I do not want to work. Well, I don't know where one of these roads is. I guess I can take this. There's no tip on it, but it's really easy. Okay. Oh, I have to shop it. I don't want to shop it. What'd he get? Let me look at these items, y'all. Hang on a sec, because no way. Someone ordered shoes. Jeez Louises. I guess I'll go do this. I ain't lazy. I need to walk off my lunch anyway. And I'm trying to see, like, my daughter needs to tell me she's ready to go home. Okay, Chipotle kids meal. Do the build your own. I always get a meat. And cheese and fajita veggies are my two, because you pick two toppings. You get either tortilla chips or tortillas and a drink. And you can get a fountain drink, or you can get like a my radio off. I have a head cold too. I don't know if y'all could tell from my Buc-ee's video, but yesterday my throat started hurting really bad. And I just have crud in my, it's from here up. It's not like I'm viral or anything like that. It's just the changing of the guard. No, the changing of the weather. And we've had 50-degree mornings here in Kentucky. I'm so happy about that. But anyway, I'm trying to think. I'm going down the line here. I've had kids meals from B-dubs. So much food. And the key is, like, a lot of places will let you order them if you eat in. Cheddar's is one that I found out, you guys. So Cheddar's has an amazing list of kids meals. And the one that I get, it's a grilled chicken breast, which is huge, on top of a bed of rice, and you get a side, which I always get broccoli, and a drink, okay? If you eat in, they will charge you for an adult drink. If you get it to go, you get the kids drink with it for free. Well, with it, you know, not free, but you know what I'm saying. And I always get broccoli or broccoli casserole with that one. But they're like $6. And it's a huge portion of food. That's the one that I've always gotten. I don't remember ever getting any other ones. I may have gotten the chicken tender one before. If you've ever had Cheddar's chicken tenders, you're missing out because they're so good. So Cheddar's is a big one that's so cheap when you order to go. Like, if you don't want to go sit down inside, get a kids meal to go on the curbside everywhere you go. That's what I do. So I think nowadays, you know, people just want to save money. And DoorDash, sorry guys, I've had a lot of homework to do lately. And I have not been hungry till later at night when I'm sitting in bed doing homework. So the last few nights, well, 2 in a row, I ordered DoorDash kids meals with tip and everything. I didn't pay over $15 to have it delivered. Last night I got, we have this place called Colorado Grill. It's only in a couple of places, White House, Tennessee, and then where I live. And I got chicken Alfredo. And I thought it's going to be some little piddly portion because it cost $15 total. That's with the tip, and I tipped him good too. But I got the kids meal It was a huge portion. I couldn't even eat it all. They gave you penne pasta with Alfredo, a giant grilled chicken breast, and a huge chunk of garlic bread and a drink. And it was 15 bucks delivered. I mean, y'all have to do life hacks, you know. And another thing I do is I have every app known to man for food. And you get free stuff on your birthday. You get free stuff if you gain points. Like, every town I work in, every restaurant that's in every town I work in, I have an app for it. Like, every single one. I don't spend that much money eating out. Sorry, my throat's hurting really bad because of the drainage. But, are you stupid? You literally just pulled out in front of them and almost hit me. Y'all, I'm in Bowling Green today, if you couldn't tell. And this is the worst driver's capital of the world. Not just Kentucky, not the United States, but the world. I think I'd almost rather drive in LA. I got hit in Chicago in the rear end and would rather drive there than here. Which, by the way, the insurance company is supposed to have a check in my mailbox today because she sent it last week. And my boyfriend fixed my bumper, so I'm not getting the car fixed. I'm just going to keep the money. I'm excited because I need it. We're going to Disney World in December. Y'all, this parking lot's a mess. I'm trying to concentrate on not hitting people rather than talking right now because you can hang on a sec.
The voice prompt can be interrupted at any time by pressing the talk button again and saying a command immediately.
I hit that button
After
all the
the
time,
beep,
y'all,
say phone call, voice settings, or...
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed eating with me. Do this Longhorn trick and try this chicken with the Parmesan crust. It's to die for amazing. Excuse me. Let me know in the comments if you guys have food hacks that I have not mentioned or that I have not thought of. Because inflation is real. It seems to be getting worse. And so I have to every day practice frugality when I eat as much as possible. Now, a lot of people would say an $11.64 meal from Longhorn is not frugal. But when you're on the road all the time and you work in the car, you have to get creative where you don't eat junk. I could easily go to McDonald's or Wendy's and get a $1 or $2 burger, but y'all, that's disgusting. Like, I don't want to eat that crap every day. Sometimes it's fine. Most of the time it's not, and I don't even like it. So, anyway, that's my Longhorn hack and my rant about my mom and everything else. So, like all my videos, ADHD is thick today. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments about food hacks, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you all, and I hope you have a great week.